Good evening and welcome to Hockey Night at PISA, brought to you by Memory to Video Productions. I am your host and play-by-play man, Taylor Jacobs, and we got some deck hockey coming your way tonight from the B Division, featuring the Crusaders and the Bootleggers. Now, these two teams are on opposite ends of the standings right now, with the Bootleggers sitting at 5-1 in sole possession of second place, already secured their playoff bid, and the Crusaders, on the other hand, they're sitting at 1-6, and this one-time king of this VDEC division is truly suffering. And tonight they're going to be missing one of their star players, in Joe Mata, as well. So that's something we certainly are going to have to keep our eye on. I mean, the Crusaders' issue all year has been finding a playmaker, and Joe Mata is as close to the playmaker as they have. So it's going to be up to some players filling in those holes and trying to fill that void, and we'll see if it's possible. Now, the Crusaders as well, at that 1-6 position, you would think their season is all but done. However, the Crusaders are tied for fourth place right now, and in a 5-team division, 4 out of 5 teams make it. So even at 1-6, they're still fighting for their playoff lives. The Bootleggers tied for second, as I said earlier. They have a very deep team, and tonight they're actually looking out there on the rink. They have a lot more of those of players dressed tonight than what the Crusaders have. So let's swing on down to the rink. We'll check out some of these players to keep our eye on. So for the Bootleggers, in the red, we're gonna take a look at Nick Lachance, number 11. He's in that Koivu jersey, kind of playing around right outside the blue line, ripping in some wrist shots there. He's where it starts for the Bootleggers. He's there. Without Lachance, there's no chance at all. So we'll see if the Bootleggers can get him going. Now, we're also going to take a look on the Bootleggers at number 88. That is Corey Hirth. He's typically a defenseman, and he's going to be moving up to play offense tonight with some of their players missing. Now, the Bootleggers are also last-minute hopefuls would be Troy Miller and Rob Knipe. Rob Knipe and Troy Miller combined have led this team since they've been here to consecutive playoff appearances as wingers. Now, if we swing over to the Crusaders, they're kind of huddled up, and we see the big thunderous slap shot here by number 11 there, Steve Valou. Valou is an absolute powerhouse with that slap shot, and he can leave holes in the back of the net at times. Now, also for the Crusaders, we're going to take a look at Pat Matthews. He's nicknamed Spidey by this Bootleggers squad and by the league itself. He's been a menace to this Bootleggers squad throughout his time here with the Crusaders. And Joey Delgado on the Bootleggers told me last night that he always destroys them. So we'll definitely take a look at that 91 on the Crusaders in blue to see if he's able to create some opportunities. Now, also a player out there in that red helmet for the Crusaders, he's typically a goalie, and that is Jeff Camputaro. And Jeff Camputaro is filling in as a skater this evening, or a runner, you would say, in the deck division. And what he's going to be trying to do is create opportunities with those fresh legs for some players, especially with the absence of Joey Mata, the legendary ball player here in Connecticut. Without him, it's going to be difficult, and we'll see. I mean, can Pat Matthews step up for the Crusaders and make some things happen, and as well as some other teammates as well. And for the Bootleggers, as stated, I mean, Nick Lachance, he's going to be the one player to keep your eye on. Then you could look at Corey Hirth as well, as stated. But Troy Miller and Rob Knipe, their absence could be vital, and we'll see if either of them show up here last minute as the ref blows the whistle and we kind of get ready to start this game off. Scorekeepers here. The Crusaders are 1-6 in the blue jerseys. The Bootleggers 5-1 in the red jerseys. And it would appear that the Crusaders were able to get a few players here last minute. And we'll see who they are as jerseys are placed on. But a full bench for the Bootleggers tonight, and a chance to maybe try out some new rotations, some new lineups, strategies, employ some different tactics, some things that they haven't necessarily been able to do all year now that they've secured a playoff position. That ticket's punched, so we'll see if they're just able to, try out some new things tonight and work their magic. Not necessarily become complacent, but definitely keep some windows open for some trial and error this evening. And that was Glenn Mesenhelder who showed up for the Crusaders. And we have the opening face-off won here by the Bootleggers. It's an opportunity now up the left. There's an opportunity right off the post. Open goal. Backhand, no good there. Darren Maudsley going to regret that one. And that will be an icing. That was a fast start there for the Bootleggers. Hearing a lot of wows down there from the Crusaders. I think they were even taken by surprise on how fast that ball came down the rink. We have a face-off now in the Bootleggers' territory. That will be Mark Spain on the face-off for the Crusaders, and he does win it. Slap shot from the blue line there by, that was Valou, and he's got a thunderous slap shot, as we said in the pregame. And trying to gain possession, one team here, and it will be brought down here by the Bootleggers. Controlled. Broken up here at center ice. An opportunity on the right. Swung in there. That was by Alex Langlis, his brother, not here, Troy, at the moment, and he is one of the best players in this in this arena all around. And here's a turnover, ripped in from the red line there by Valou. He's waiting for a return pass at the blue line. This one's knocked up out of play to the left. We will have a face-off in the Bootleggers' territory. Just under 9 minutes to go here in the opening period. Face-off won by the Bootleggers. Knocked back to Joey Delgado. Gets it around the boards. This one here. Here's an opportunity now. Help on the right. One-time slap. No good. Stopped there by Dean Rankin. Good recovery by him. Gloved that down. That was some good effort there. That was Corey Hirth. Moved up forward, had an opportunity on net. Darren Maudsley with the effort in the center. And he's the best face-off man for the Bootleggers. He's pretty consistent, pretty physical. And this one's won by Maudsley. Delgado tries to dump it in from the blue line, knocked aside there by Pat Matthews. But it's controlled by the Bootleggers. There's an opportunity now. Delgado on the run, and he does have it. Down in Crusaders territory. Can he hang on to it? Physical play here. It's a good win there by Ryan Soroy. There's a chance for Maudsley right in front. It will be a delayed penalty, and that is on Ryan Soroy. As we have our first penalty of the evening. That is a hook. As we now see Glenn Mesenhelder enter the game for the first time, as well as Jeff Campataro. Campataro, typically a goaltender, out there in the red helmet for the Crusaders. He will be playing wing. Here's the face-off. This one's won by Maudsley, kicked back to his teammate. Delgado now has it at the blue line. Cross rink pass, slap shot in, broken up there. That was Dietzel on it, and there's a wrist shot right in front. Dean Rankin with a good job there, gloving that down. And you see that, he's wearing that baseball mitt. Very odd, not something you typically see. 45 seconds on the power play. Face-off here won by the Crusaders, but Maudsley hustling through, loses his stick, but Does a little soccer move there, kicking it around the boards as the Bootleggers regain possession. And here's actually a steal here. Up the left now. With a chance comes Mark Spain. Wraps it around the boards. Controlled here. That's Meisenhelder. This one's controlled now. Crusaders. Careless passing. Rip of a shot there. That was Infante. And we will see no ice there. Hauled off. That was Sean Hurley. Controlled now by the Bootleggers. Flicked up at center rink by Delgado. Dumps it down into the zone. That was Dean Rankin gloving it down. This one was also deflected. Nice pass there, cross rink. Dangerous, but good to control it by the Bootleggers. So we see them hustling back to get off, back on sides. This one's dumped now with Ryan Soroy. Back around the goal. Here, that's Gary Vocchio. Gets it out. This one's deflected here by Maudsley. Maudsley's going to have some time here when he gets down there. He's controlled it. Got center and pass. Nobody home, but it was a good opportunity there. That was Hurley coming up. Now Meisenhelder trying to use the boards to get it around the Bootlegger defender, and he does. He will gain control down in the Bootlegger territory. Center and pass. This one's deflected off of that would appear to be Delgado. And it gets by Ben Stevens. Took an unlucky bounce there. I think that shocked the entire rink here. That was, in fact, a goal for Meisenhelder. He will get credited with it. As the Crusaders take a 1-0 lead here with 6 minutes to go in the opening period. That's Mark Spain on the face-off against Maudsley. Won by Maudsley. But Spain using some wheels here. Regains control for the Crusaders, and now he's got it behind Bootlegger's net. Trying to keep that possession in the Bootlegger's territory, and he does. Intercepted now here by LaChance. LaChance on the right wing. Center and pass. Back. Dean Rankin. Good job there. Finding that ball in a lot of congestion. And he hangs on to it. We will have a face-off in the Crusaders zone. That baseball glove, though, it really is nifty. See that? It's not something you'd see, I've ever seen, actually, in any hockey. With 5.5 here to go in the opening period. Spain on the face-off for the Crusaders. Maudsley for the Bootleggers. This one is one just wide here on the slap shot off the face-off. Maudsley controls, though, behind the Crusaders' net. Back to Maudsley. Still behind their center and pass. Tried to hit LaChance there. He couldn't get it on. And there's Pat Matthews dumps it down into the Bootlegger zone. Chance here for the Crusaders to gain possession. We do have a counter here for the Bootleggers. And possession stays with the Crusaders. That is Langlis on the right. Chance for Spain there on the slap shot. No good. Broken up. Bellew off the boards there to Spain. Spain controls. He's found Matthews. Matthews fires in a slap shot from about center rink there. Just a bit wide to the right. Center and pass off the back of Stevens' pad there. This one's dumped, cleared out of the zone, but up into the rafters. Maudsley trying to be a bit nifty with it. A bit fancy. Up by dumping it into the Crusader zone. We'll see a line change for both squads here. John Dietzel coming in for the Bootleggers. As we see the man who got hit with the hook call earlier, Ryan Soroy. Back on for the Crusaders. We have a face-off here. Alex Langlis and Maudsley. Won by Maudsley. Swung around Bootlegger's net. Here's LaChance. Cross-ring pass. Chance there for Delgado, couldn't get to it. LaChance controls though. Got help in front. Backhand opportunity here. No go. Saved there by Rankin. There's a chance, another stick save and a beauty there by Rankin. He's laid out. LaChance tries to get it out. See some help on the blue line, no go. Intercepted by Meisenhelder, but Maudsley gets it back. Maudsley now loses it, center ring. We see Soroy trying to dump it into the Bootleggers zone, knocked away. It's an opportunity again, center ring for the Bootleggers to gain opportunity, no go. And Meisenhelder using that speed again up the right. He's been very active so far. Late arrival, but since he's been here, he's been noticeable. Here's a chance for LaChance. Tries to find center and chance. Here's Maudsley at the blue line. Thunderous slap shot broken up there by Camputaro. And plenty of time here for Ryan Soroy as he dumps it down into the Bootleggers territory. It's controlled by the Bootleggers. Delgado helping on the right. He's there and they've found him. It's an opportunity. Delgado regains control. Offsides warning there. Avoided by the Bootleggers. Here's a chance now. That's Corey Hirth. Center and pass broken up. Back to Hirth. Hirth trying to get around Soroy there. Can't do it. Matthews center and pass for the Crusaders. Finds Meisenhelder. Deflected, but he's going to regain control. He's got help in the center. He's not able to get it there off the deflection, but Matthews is able to control on the left. Swings it in. That one's kicked aside by Stevens. Delgado now controlling behind his own net for the Bootleggers. Here's help up the rink. That was Hirth with an opportunity if the ball got through. Wasn't able to. Hirth struggling to get around these back left defenders, and we will not have a delayed penalty. My apologies there. This one's controlled now. In the corner, both teams fighting for it. Meisenhelder comes over, backhands it back into the center ring. Here's a great opportunity. Now, broken up. Good hustle by Valou to get back there. Now Camputaro getting down in front, putting his body on the line. One here. Hirth rips it in over the boards. Controlled here by Herlihy. Herlihy using some stick handling ability there. Nearly got through. This one's dumped out of the zone, and that's going to be Meisenhelder tracking it down. He has been active for the Crusaders. Minute 15 to go here in the first period. Chance in front for Meisenhelder. He does get a stick on it, just can't put it on target. And here's an opportunity as we will have an icing. Minute to go here. 1-0 still Crusaders. We have a face-off in the Bootleggers zone. This will be Mark Spain on the face-off for the Crusaders. And that is Nick LaChance for the Bootleggers. Won by LaChance. Dumped out of the zone. They did say that it was hit. Some good hustle here back behind the net, and it is Rankin. Puts that glove on it, scoops it up. And we will have a face-off in the Crusaders' territory. And we'll be on the left side. LaChance on this face-off again, it would appear, for the Bootleggers. And that is Spain for the Crusaders, and Spain wins it. He's got it around to Soroy. Soroy broken up here by LaChance behind his own net. LaChance with an opportunity. Center and pass up in the air, just kind of knocked up out of the area by Spain. But we will have an icing, and it'll come right back down into this zone. LaChance creating some opportunities there for his squad. You see Dean Rankin patrolling around his goal. Face-off one here by the Bootleggers, dumped in. Knocked down to the left here by Hurley. Hurley's now gloved it down. Center and pass to LaChance. LaChance with an opportunity. Back over to the center. 69 there for the Bootleggers. Can't get a stick on it. A lot of good defense here. Both teams taking away all opportunities off the crossbar. That one nearly there, but off the crossbar, bounces down. Great save there. That was Steve Valou with a goal-saving stop. That one got up over Rankin's glove side. Came right back down and was rolling in, and Valou did a great job there. The number 11, he's got a thunderous slap shot, as we've seen already, but that was a very heads-up play there for the Crusaders. 1-0 here at the end of the first period. That was a good opportunity there to really put this game in the Crusaders' favor. That's the type of play you may not make the box score, but it's the big type of play that creates momentum going into the second period. We're about ready to get this second period underway. Both squads taking their side. As we see still 1-0 Crusaders. Be Maudsley on the face-off against Spain for the Crusaders. Maudsley for the Bootleggers. Face-off won by the Crusaders. Centering pass here by Matthews. Nobody home. Controlled now up the left. Some good wheels here. Backhand opportunity. Bounces up and over the net. Good save by Rankin. Centering pass. That was nearly in there on the backhand by Maudsley. And there's a slap shot for Nick LaChance. Look at that. Good hustle there by Maudsley to stay with it. Finding the open man there in LaChance, and LaChance does what he does best. Puts it in the back of the net. That is his 10th goal of the season. 1-1 now between the Crusaders and the Bootleggers, with just over 9:40 to go here in the second period. Face-off one here by Maudsley. That's Delgado controlling it. Is able to get it out. That's Corey Hurth sprinting up the left, no good. That's Gary Vocchio, assistant captain on D for the Bootleggers. And Maudsley will take the face-off, and Spain for the Crusaders. Won by Spain. Look at that rip there by Meisenhelder. Nearly knocked into his own goal there by Delgado. He controls, though, behind his net. Good composure to find it and get it out of there. Vocchio now with it. Cross-rink pass, and he's got it up to Hurth. Hurth sprinting up the left. He's got time, and he's taking his time. Centering pass, broken up there by Camptaro. Little push in the back of Delgado there, but he's able to fight through it. Here's LaChance. He had Hurth cutting in, but he stays with possession. Dump back to Vocchio. Vocchio can't handle, and he's going to control down behind his own net. Plenty of time. It's what he sees in front of him. Nice pass there to Hurth. Hurth using his wheels. Rankin comes out and kicks it aside. Look at that. Hurth tracked it down. Good effort by him, but Rankin, that was the play of the game so far. That was a goal-saving play. And I guess you could say Steve Valou's goal-saving play there. Knocked aside by the stick there by Ben Stevens. That was another good slap shot from distance here for the Crusaders. Here's an opportunity. Matthews in front. Look at that. Stevens can't handle the rebound. That one's knocked right back up and over his pad. That was Alex Langlis there finishing it off on the second opportunity. And it is 2-1 Crusaders here with 8 minutes to go in the second period. Langlis, that was a good effort by him to stay with it. As the Crusaders, desperate for a win this evening to try and gain that true foothold on that fourth place position. And if they're able to get that victory tonight, that would all but do it for them to finally gain that foothold that they've been dying to have, especially without Joe Mata, legendary player for the Crusaders, and in Connecticut himself not being here. This could be a big moral victory for them as well if they're able to hold on. Still early though, plenty of time to go, just under 8 to go here in the second period. This one's controlled down in the corner by Soroy. Soroy up to Matthews. Matthews tries a little give and go here with Meisenhelder. This one's dumped in, but it is brought down. That was Valoy. Valoy with it. Delgado's found the chance. The chance in the center of the rink, broken up here by Matthews. You see why he's nicknamed Spidey. It's like he's got a web attached to the end of that stick. He's got some exceptional reach with it. He can intercept a lot of lackadaisical passes and 50-50 balls. And this one's got Matthews' name on it as Maudsley comes down for the Bootleggers to try and fight it out. Centering pass to Meisenhelder. And he's broken down the first one, deflected out over here on the left. That's Langlis with it, centering pass, nearly in, nope, and it is whistled off. It will be a face-off in the Bootleggers zone. Joey, who's 69? Okay. Face-off here in the Bootlegger zone. That's Langlis and Maudsley on it. Bit premature on the drop there, but it is brought down off the post there. That was Matthews. That was a thunderous one-time slap shot. And here's a great kick save aside. There by Rankin. Rankin's very active there in front of the net. And this one gets through Delgado. Good hustle by Maudsley, laying out there to find Meisenhelder. As we see Herlihy on the right, streaking up. He's got help in the center. Nearly gets it to Miller. Troy Miller has now arrived. He is wearing the 69 for the Bootleggers. We'll see if he can make some things happen. Traditionally a defenseman, but he's been moving up that point, doing a good job at that. This one's controlled by Camputaro behind his net. Dumped right into the zone by Vocchio, and Maudsley, his effort, it's been exceptional so far. Really keeping the Bootleggers at least alive in this one so far, and we'll get a high sticking here. That one's on Dietzel. Or apologies, that was delayed call for some broken gear. .550 to go here, second period, 2-1 Crusaders. Face-off won here by Spain. Slap shot in for the Crusaders, broken up. Now Meisenhelder with it. That's Miller. Some great stick work there by Miller, but Langlis is controlling it. He's got the wraparound opportunity in front on Stevens. Nearly got through there. Good effort here by Miller now on the counter. And he's got some room in front of him. Rips in a little wrister. Surprising Rankin there. And you see Rankin very active. Sliding out, covering a lot of space. And he's able to scoop that one up. We will have a face-off in the Crusaders zone. It's Herlihy on the face-off for the Bootleggers. And it will be Spain for the Crusaders. That was nearly an opportunity there for Hirth. Came right off the face-off. He wristed it just a bit wide. And this one's whistled to play on. Spain dumps it back. That's Langlis with the effort. Meisenhelder rips it. Langlis nearly gets on it. Spain doing some great work in front of the net there. Really getting in the way of Ben Stevens. Cutting out his visibility. That one will be an icing. And that's Hurley. Pretty upset there for the Bootleggers. Looking for some solidarity between the icing calls. Him and the rest of the Bootleggers. Was a debatable icing. It did look like it might have been tipped there by Soroy. But we have a face-off nonetheless in the Bootleggers zone. This one controlled behind the net now by Delgado. That shot a bit wide. Hurley, he gets it off, and there's Hirth. He's got a chance on the cross-rink pass. He tried to find him, broken up there. Good job by the goal saver, Steve Vallot. And this one's controlled now down in front, just over the net there by Hurley. This one's controlled a chance. He has a chance for the backhand. Ripped in there by Hurley again. Broken up, and this one will be an icing in the favor of the Bootleggers. So there they go. Now they can stop the complaining on that side. 4:20 to go here in the second period. 2-1 Crusaders. There's the chance on the face-off for the Bootleggers, and that'll be Spain for the Crusaders. Meisenhelder flanking Spain, and he's been super active. Him and Matthews. Creating a lot of opportunity, a lot of havoc in front of the net, too. Good efforts by them. This one's broken up right off the cross-ring pass there. It's a good effort there by Hirth to find that and stick with it. And now the chance, center and pass. Hurley, he shot. No good. Rankin kicks it aside. He's so active. And now's a chance here for Pat Matthews. Center and pass. Meisenhelder a bit wide. Spain with the backhand. Center and pass. Nobody home. And now it's a chance once again on the left for Hurley. He loses it, but he's found Hirth on the left. Hirth just can't get a stick on it. Looked like it was an open net. Center and pass here to LaChance. LaChance brings it down nearly there. That was Rankin knocking it away. Good job by Rankin again. A lot of traffic in front. Good vision by him. And now we got an opportunity here for Vallot. Vallot drops it back. Meisenhelder deflected up and over the Bootleggers net. Stevens tries to kick it out. No good. Meisenhelder maintains possession, centering pass. Delgado lets it go through him. And here comes Troy Miller, streaking up the left side on the counterattack. Backhanding opportunity, kick saved by Rankin. And Rankin eventually gets a glove on it. Just over 3 minutes to go here. That was a nice little sequence by both squads. Both showing some signs of life. Especially as the game wears on, they seem to be getting a better grip of how things are going. And Rankin's been super active back there in net for the Crusaders. He's done a good job of covering a lot of ground, more than just his crease. As we get a swappage of balls here. Could have a bit to do with the humidity. They do tend to get a bit stickier in here. And that does affect those exceptional stick handlers, such as LaChance for the Bootleggers or Matthews for the Crusaders. And as we've seen tonight, the hustle's been in. It's been Maudsley on the Bootleggers, and it's been Meisenhelder for the Crusaders. Both players playing out of their minds with their hustle right now. And here's Matthews streaking up the left. It's him versus Delgado. Cuts back and waits for some help. Meisenhelder flips on through to Langlis. Langlis off the post. Daily dose of iron there. Slap shot here by Matthews, just a bit wide. This one's controlled now by Miller on the left. Oh, Miller, that one nearly snuck right through. Rankin allowed it to go. Iffy play there, and Delgado with the wrister right in. And Rankin gloves it down with that baseball mitt. Makes it look easy. (2-1) Crusaders still. 2:35 to go here in the second period. face-off in the Crusaders zone. That's Maudsley, and that's Langless for the Crusaders. Maudsley for the Bootleggers. This one's won by Maudsley. Dumped back to the blue line where Delgado waits. Delgado dumps it in. It's a chance for Camputaro. Center and pass. Can't get there, but either can a Bootlegger, and it's controlled now by the Bootleggers. Good communication here. That's Dietzel controlling. Good effort by him, sticking with it. And he does have help on the far right. Pass intercepted there by Matthews off of Camputaro. His own teammate nearly deflected in. That was a nifty play here. And here's a good opportunity for Maudsley. He's got help on the left with Miller. Can't get it to Miller. It's a slap shot just wide, but he did have the angle, so it's a smart play. LeChance center and pass from Miller. No good. Down here by the... Oh, they're still fighting for it. That's Maudsley and Soroy. This one's now won by Meisenhelder. Delgado giving chase. Meisenhelder wins it. Delgado using his stick to knock it away, prevent Meisenhelder from getting an opportunity. That is a good opportunity there by Meisenhelder, just broken up by Delgado. Good vision by Delgado to stay with that. And here's a regain of possession here by the Bootleggers. Minute 15 to go here in the second period. LeChance with it at center rink, and he does have it, and he still has it on the left. Center and pass. That one's broken up. Here's an opportunity now for the hustler and Meisenhelder. Slaps it down. That was a goal from the red line. Gets by Ben Stevens on the blocker side. That was one of the better goals you will see. That's Meisenhelder. He has been everywhere. 3-1 Crusaders. 1 minute to go here in the second period. Stevens not happy with himself there. And Meisenhelder, he's been ridiculous so far tonight. Great hustle by him so far as well to add with that goal. We have a face-off now, center rink. Sean Herlihy and Spain on it. Spain wins it. Ball's bouncing around center rink. Eventually controlled here by the Crusaders. Or the Bootleggers. Apologize about that. And there's Miller on the left. Rips it in, knocked down. Heads up play there by the Crusader defender to get in the way of that. Prevent even Rankin from even having to break a sweat. Here's a chance now on the right. Center and pass. Miller can't get it. Stick on it. That is Valoy and Miller. Miller rips it in, and that is a goal. Bounced right out of the net so quick, not many people knew, but that was a shot and score. 12 seconds to go here as Troy Miller brings the Bootleggers to within one here in the second period. Good job by him. Rankin kind of left a lot of the net open, but that's kind of seems to be his style of play. And when that ball gets moving around in front of the net, sometimes he gets caught out of position, it would appear, and that's what it certainly happened there. He wasn't able to track back to the left side of the net. Good ball movement there, though, by the Bootleggers to make this a one-score game. Face-off here. Herlihy in Spain. Won by Spain. Soroy with it. Off the boards. Matthews rips a shot. Try and end this period. Langless right back in. Center and pass. Spain can't get a stick on it to redirect it. And it is 3-2. Crusaders at the end of two. Very entertaining game so far. Neither team really taken full advantage of this, of the opportunities they've created as well. Game's still up in the air. Some animated discussion from both squads down there on the bench. Both trying to figure out the best way to attack this third and final period. Both goalies now in front of their nets. And we are almost ready to go here in the final period. 3-2. Crusaders. As they are looking for that second win of the season, the Crusaders. It could prove very crucial to their playoff hopes as well. I mean, this team was once the king of the B-Deck division, winning 3 consecutive titles up until the spring 2014 season, where they lost 4 all-star caliber players to the Michael Jordan syndrome. They must have just gotten sick of winning. Went on to try bigger and better things. And the Crusaders haven't been able to fill that void ever since. Here by the Bootleggers, but it is ultimately controlled here by the Crusaders. It's a good move there by Valou behind his own net. As he's using some wheels here on the right. He tracks it down, beats Voccio to it behind the Bootleggers net. Now can't get it off of his stick, but he still has possession. Centering pass, bouncing around right in front. Stevens, not sure he knew it was there for a second. And here's Delgado now streaking up the left. He tries to find a teammate. This one's ripped in to the Bootlegger zone as Rankin gets a glove on it. He's going to do the smart thing. Keep a glove on it, and with 9:20 to go here in the final period, Rankin waits for the referee. As we have a face-off in the Crusaders zone. It'll be Spain on it, doing a little communication. Trying to get his teammates into a position he'd like. Maudsley, calm and collected. But it is Spain who gets the better of him here. This one is eventually, though, controlled with a chance. Slap shot just a bit wide. Centering pass, nobody home, but LaChance using that length. Beat Camputaro to that 50-50 ball. Here comes the counter. Here's Spain. He's got help on the right, and he's got it to Meisenhelder. It's Maudsley and Meisenhelder, the two dirty dogs of this evening's matchup so far. Thunderous slap shot. That one's knocked up and out of play there by Ben Stevens with the stick. What a save from distance. Thing was ripped in by Ryan Soroy. There's some discussion as to whether or not that went in, but no, that was definitely Stevens' stick that got in the way. It's a good save by him from distance, too, to track that ball. 8:45 to go here in the final period. 1-goal lead for the Crusaders as Spain and Maudsley square up for this face-off. It's won by Spain, controlled, though, by Delgado of the Bootleggers. Fakes a slap shot up to LaChance. Even fooled him. Wrist shot in. Look at that. That was a nifty play. Refs saying play on. No stoppage here of interference or anything. As the Bootleggers regain their composure, centered right in. And Rankin does kick it aside. This one's bouncing around. Delgado controlling for the Bootleggers. He needs some help, though. Nowhere to really get it to, and he does actually. Nice play. We have a delayed offsides. No go. Offside warning. Won't be called. Controlled now by the Bootleggers. It's Delgado. Off the boards up to Maudsley. Maudsley, cross-rink pass down into the zone of the Crusaders. As Soroy and LaChance fighting for it. Here's an opportunity for Maudsley right in front. Thunderous slap shot knocked in by LaChance. Look at that. Jedi mind tricks there, bouncing off the wall. LaChance drags it in. That's his second of the evening. Nifty play there by LaChance. We'll see if it holds up. We got some discussion. 7:50 to go here. As they talk about it, and it will say, it will, oh, no, they haven't made the decision ultimately yet. As the refs meet over by the score table. And it is a goal. We are knotted up 3-3. Crusaders not happy about the call. It's the Bootleggers, the exact opposite in emotions. They're still yapping about it. Nobody's happy on the Crusaders. For the Bootleggers, it's all smiles. As we are knotted up at 3, final period. 7:50 to go here. We got more discussion now. The discussion is whether or not the stick of LeChance was higher than the crossbar. The refs have ultimately decided that it was below the crossbar when he knocked it in. Can't cry over spilt milk. It's both squads now lining up for this face-off. Now we'll see who wants it more. Tied up, 3-3, 7:45 to go here. Physical play there behind the Crusaders' net. Eventually, it is Soroy who controls it. Nifty pass there. Wow, look what touch. Centering pass to Meisenhelder. He just can't get it on net. It's deflected up into the air. Here's Maudsley now, hustling on the other end. Centering to LeChance, who's waiting to get off sides. Dumped into the Bootleggers zone now by Meisenhelder. Controlled by Joey Delgado of the Bootleggers behind his own net. He's looking for some help. He's found Maudsley. Maudsley flicks it up through the boards there to LeChance, and it's LeChance, one-on-one, centering pass. Miller just can't finish it. It is good effort there by Miller. Gets it back to LeChance, who now completes the hat trick. And that was just the Bootleggers wanting it a bit more there, sticking with the 50-50 ball. It's bouncing around. Dean Rankin not happy. He just looks sullen right now, looking down as the goaltender's still on his knees. Bit upset. 7:01 to go here. 4-3 lead now for the Bootleggers. As a win for them would prove pretty crucial as well, tying them with the Danbury Whalers at the top of the table at 6-1 if they can pull it off. But still plenty of time, plenty of energy seems still by both teams as well. We shall see who pulls this one off. It's Spain and Maudsley on the face-off here on the blue line of the Crusaders. This one's knocked up out of play. And we will have it back on the blue line again. Matthews flanking Spain as well as Meisenhelder. Spain, very good backhand pass there to Matthews. Matthews chases it down. He's got help in the center, and he has a smart play here, right back to the big slap shot champ there, and Steve Ballou. This one's knocked away here. Good effort by Hirth. Hirth puts it in on net, just a bit wide. Good effort, though, by Maudsley to get a stick on it. This one's cross-rink pass there by Meisenhelder. Not able to track it down, but it is Miller now leading the counter. Right inside the blue line. Tries a pass back to Hirth. Can't get it there. Spain pushing through, trying to find Matthews. And that is Hirth for the Bootleggers controlling it. He's got it to Voccio. Voccio can't handle. It's Meisenhelder. Some effort around Miller. Eventually controlled by Camputaro of the Crusaders. There's Spain now with the ball at his stick. Matthews can't hang on to it long enough for the offside warning to go away. We will have a neutral zone face-off. 5:56 to go here. Still a one-goal lead for the Bootleggers. Looks like it'll be LeChance and Maudsley on the face-off. LeChance in blue, Maudsley in red. Or Langless, I'm sorry about that, in blue. Maudsley in red. This one's won by the Bootleggers as Delgado takes his time. Tries to find Maudsley through the middle. Broken up there by Soroy. Now Ballou on the right. he tries to use the boards to get it to Meisenhelder. It's eventually controlled by LeChance of the Bootleggers, who dumps it down into the Crusaders' zone. And that is Soroy, who knocks it around the boards to the right, but intercepted by LeChance of the Bootleggers. Center and pass. Look at that. That was potentially a game-saving save there by Dean Rankin. That came flying in off the deflection by Maudsley and Soroy. And Rankin did a great job of getting his leg out there, knocking that one aside and then scooping it up before the rebound could be controlled by either team. 5:30 to go here. Face off in the Crusaders zone, won by the Crusaders. Matthews nearly had a chance, broken up though, and we'll get a night. Yeah, it was touched. And we have Crusaders with it. Flung down into the zone of the Bootleggers. Delgado controls for the Bootleggers behind his net, uses the boards to find, and that's intercepted by Spain. Good effort by him. And that is Velou controlling it. Cross the rink to Matthews. He wound up, he just missed. Could feel the breeze from here, but if he had connected, man, that could have been painful. There's a center and pass. Good opportunity here for Maudsley. He just can't control it. Rankin cuts off all opportunities there for him to put it away. But now LeChance has a chance. Back over on the left. Knocked down there on the glove by Rankin. And we will see as the counter comes now. That's Langlis on the right. Centering pass broken up. Looks like the Crusaders will gain possession of this, but Maudsley giving chase on Spain. He's forced to dump it out real quick. That one's knocked down by Velou. Velou cross-rink pass to Meisenhelder. Let's see what he can do. This one's bouncing around in front of the Bootleggers' net. Dangerous place for them. As we see interception here by Spain. And it is an offside. As we have a neutral zone face-off. Here, 3:56 to go. Crusaders, it's almost desperation time for them now. A win is vital to them getting into the postseason, especially with the defending champion Hartford Whalers at 1-5, tied for that last place spot. But as defending champs, you'd think they might be able to put some things together here at the end of the year, especially having not lost anybody. So, Crusaders, this is do or die time now. Meisenhelder puts it in on net. That's Stevens kicking it aside. There's Velou trying to control it there for the Crusaders. Can't get it. LeChance slings it into the zone here of the Crusaders. Controlled ultimately by Hirth. Hirth, wrist shot up and to the left. Controlled by LeChance. LeChance center and passes. Rankin able to get a glove on it. Good effort there by Spain as well. Track it and kind of guide it right into his goaltender's glove. 3:25 to go, and as Meisenhelder's just said, the season is on the line for the Crusaders. If they want to make the postseason, they do have to get this victory. Spain on the face-off, wins it. Oh, nifty play there. Heads up play too there by Dietzel to step in front, and that's Spain though, eventually bringing it down. He's got help behind him. He's got it back to Langlis. Langlis back over to Soroy. Soroy rips it in. It's a bit high. It's Delgado now for the Bootleggers trying to lead a counter, and he has it out. It's an opportunity for Herlihy. Herlihy center and pass. Get on it, and here's a chance for Langlis. Langlis, if he stays with it, broken up there by Dietz, and now it's bouncing around in front. What are we gonna see here? Not an interference call. They will whistle it dead. So we have a face-off now. That Meisenhelder not happy about that one. He might have had a case there for the Crusaders. It was still bouncing around. Dangerous area there for the Bootleggers. 2:45 to go here. Desperation definitely kicking in now for the Crusaders. You can see it on their faces. You can hear it in their voices, their communication. They know what's on the line here. So they have a face-off in the Bootleggers zone. It's won, though, by the Bootleggers. Knocked out here to Hirth, and Hirth has a breakaway opportunity. If he could get around Camputaro. It's knocked aside there by Rankin, however. Camputaro controlling. Slings it off the boards to the left. Matthews just can't get a stick on it. Knocked back, slap shot, no good. Just to the left. Wide, here's an opportunity. Matthews he's able to get to it. He is. He whistle play on. Miller now for the Bootleggers gets there first, but it's Meisenhelder for the Crusaders. This kid is just an animal, running around like his head's cut off. He doesn't care about his body. Reckless abandonment, as long as he can get an opportunity for his Crusader squad. Counterattack here for the Bootleggers. Miller nearly gets there as Rankin gets a stick on it, knocks it aside. Another good play by him. He's very active in goal. He's been one of the key reasons the Crusaders are in this. Here's Spain now, dribbling up the right. He's got it to Meisenhelder, controls, he has time, dumps it into the zone. Off of Stevens, nearly around by Spain. It's knocked up, out. We will have an icing with 1:30 to go here. Players, their hands on their knees as they're bent over, catching their breath. Maybe regrouping for one final push here for the Crusaders. We'll see if they have to pull Rankin. It would seem like they're probably gonna at one point. As now they do whistle for a timeout, the Crusaders. Try and figure out a last stand strategy here. The Bootleggers elect to just stay on the rink to communicate with their 5. Crusaders saying they got a score, and it's Spain for the Crusaders saying we're definitely getting one. And he has been a very active player here for the Crusaders tonight. As the buzzer sounds for the end of the timeout. Ref's kind of given a bit of a leeway here to allow both squads a bit more time to figure some things out. It will be Siroy, Valou on defense for the Crusaders. It'll be Spain, Langlis, and Meisenhelder as the forwards. Corey Hirth, typically a defender for the Bootleggers, kind of out there as you could maybe call him a wild card on this, as he's dropping back to his traditional defensive play and position. As we have Maudsley on the face-off for the Bootleggers, and it's Spain. Man, who just called, they're getting a goal for the Crusaders. Spain wins the face-off. Meisenhelder controls, knocks it back around, but it is broken up there by the Bootleggers as the net is pulled. Empty net. This is it. Kind of feeling the tension in the rink. Here, broken up. Miller with a chance to really end it, to end the Crusaders' hopes, and he does. He gets it in on goal. Empty net. 5-3, but there still is time. 1:10 to go. 5-3 Bootleggers. Miller gets his second of the evening. It has been him and LeChance. For the Bootleggers this evening as the goal scorers. As Rankin now takes his position again in net. We'll see how quickly Crusaders are able to get him out of there. As Camputaro tries to fight through, he's using that body, kind of bruising his way through that Bootleggers back line. As Delgado dumps it out of the zone, here's an opportunity for Miller. Breakaway opportunity up and to the right. No go. 45 seconds to go here. As Valou dumps it down into the Bootleggers zone, but it is an icing, untouched. 43 seconds to go here. Final period. Face off in the Crusaders zone. See if they can get some possession, string some possession together here. Maybe get an opportunity to get an extra attacker on the rink. Face off one here by Spain. Knocked around in front. Rankin kicks it aside. Beats Maudsley to the 50-50 balls. Delgado dumps it back in. Maudsley sticks it down. Knocks it around the Crusaders net. 30 seconds to go here. Crusaders up to center rink. Spain controlling. Nice cross-ring pass there to Meisenhelder. He's able to get to it. He has help behind him. That's Matthews waiting for a potential slap shot opportunity. Maudsley fighting through it for the Bootleggers as he controls it. Dumps it down into the zone of the Crusaders as Delgado tracks it down. 5 seconds to go as they kind of allow this one to end. And it is 5-3, your final score. So the Bootleggers are able to secure the victory. Very good game overall. The Crusaders showed some incredible heart. They had a few players that looked really good out there, especially Meisenhelder. Rankin was very active in net. Langlis, good stuff by him, as well as Matthews. As we get the slapping hands and handshakes. It's the Crusaders, most they know their season has come to an end with this loss, almost guaranteed, unless the Hartford Whalers lose next week. But at 1-7, that one proved vital. And perhaps the loss of Joey Mata not being in the lineup tonight hurt him a bit. So that'll do it here at Hockey Night at PISA. It was a victory this evening, 5-3 for the Bootleggers, as they now move to 6-1 and have a two-way tie for the first place position with the Danbury Whalers. Now the Bootleggers, their season, or the Crusaders, I'm sorry, their season might be over now, falling to 1-7. So we'll see if they're able to perhaps string together some wins here to end the season with 2 games remaining, and maybe they can sneak into that 4th spot. But the Bootleggers continue to rise up the table after their loss last week. They had a very good comeback here this evening, and now we're going to have to look into the 3 stars of the evening. Now for the third star, definitely going to give it to. Actually, sorry about this. I'm going to give it to Troy Langlis and Pat Matthews, kind of a two-way tie, if you would, for the 3rd star of the evening for this matchup. The 2nd star, going to have to go with Glenn Meisenhelder of the Crusaders as well. And then the number 1 star this evening, I'm going to give to Darren Maudsley, actually, of the Bootleggers. He was incredible on the face-off wins this evening, created a lot of opportunities up front for Troy Miller, who was a late arrival, as well as his running mate, Nick LaChance, who did have a hat trick. We're going to leave them out, and we're going to give the effort, or the 1st star to the one who tried the hardest tonight, at least it would appear, in Darren Maudsley. So I want to thank you for joining us this evening at Memory to Video Productions. My name is Taylor Jacobs, hoping you join us next time.